replace them with. I have masturbated to Miss Danbury 3 times, though. Once while I was at work. Mind you, this man is a fry cook. So when he's going to the bathroom with his apron on, hey, you guys, I'm back with a book review. I am reviewing the book 100% Match. This book is by Patrick C. Harrison III. I have never read a book by this author, but I think I saw it for free. I either had saw it for free or I had saw it with Kindle Unlimited. I know for a fact I think I read it with Kindle Unlimited. I don't know exactly how much this book is. This book was hands down in the top 5 craziest freaking books I have read, definitely for sure all year, but it was definitely in the top 10 to top 20 best books I have ever read. The main character, Bart, is insane, but I love his insaneness because he is obsessed with statistics. I love reading statistics. Bart, and I don't even know if Bart's statistics are even actually factually true. Bart just assesses every single little maneuver, movement that people make. Bart has a lot of assumptions, and he's using these statistics to sit here and determine how he interacts with women. Prime example. Let me give you one of Bart's statistics so you can go ahead and get an idea of how this man reasons when he's maneuvering. Okay? He sits here and he says, 69% of women prefer the dad bod as opposed to the chiseled physique. This is encouraging, but my living carcass is a little heftier than the typical dad bod. On average, women prefer an erect blank size of 6.3 inches, slightly above normal. I fall short of this, unfortunately. When I say at first, I was sitting here and I'm like, yo, Bart, where's your self-esteem, my boy? Like, why why do you speak about yourself like this? Like, Bart is like super, no one has to shit on Bart because he's doing it to himself. Like, it is insane. Bart like takes statistics and then he sizes himself up next to it, and the statistics are so all over the place. It's hard to tell at first, is Bart actually truly trying to find a woman, or is Bart trying to make sure that he can make sure that he's compatible for the least amount of women as possible? I cannot make it up. This man literally says 43% of women 35 to 45 find bald men attractive. That would be somewhat promising if I weren't 30. 83% of women prefer a mate older than themselves. Among women younger than myself, only 19% find baldness attractive. In some of his statistics at first, you're like, you know what? He's probably right. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I do have a preference. I turn 29 tomorrow. I do prefer men that are older because sometimes I would think that men that are older probably have their ducks in a row a little bit better than, man that's 27, 28, 29, 30. So when I meet a young man that is 38, you know, 41, 42, I'd like to think, that there's that attraction to his hopefully wisdom that's there. Now, typically by that age, he probably is bald, so there is some attraction. But it doesn't stop there for my boy Bart, okay? Because Bart does a lot of things, okay? Bart does a lot of things that make you wonder at times, what is this man attempting to get done? He's done a lot of odd things. Okay, he has someone in his life named Miss Danbury. He describes her as, she was probably a decent catch in her younger years, seems nice enough, and has sagging face. Her sagging face shows hints of attractiveness, marred by time. She's a widow, but I have no intention on making a move on her. For one thing, the age difference. For another, studies of widows have shown that they always hold their deceased spouse in equal or even higher regard than the mate they have replaced them with. I have masturbated to Miss Danbury 3 times, though. Once while I was at work. Mind you, this man is a fry cook. So when he's going to the bathroom with his apron on, he's over there. This man done added a lot of extra sauce to food. If this book made me do nothing else, it made me realize even more why people need to stop complaining so much about their food and sending it back to the chef and just being super rude. I have a family member who I used to wonder if she got a hard on at being as difficult as possible with food. And we all sit there and look at her and be like, they're cooking our food, right? Like, that they're the ones that are back there refilling our drinks, and they're the ones, that are going to have the final say so on if our freaking burger is going to have snot and crap in it. Like, you realize this, right? Like, you do realize Bart is adding ingredients to the chili, such as dog turds. My boy Bart is adding his Bart juice to different. Yo, Bart is hands down the nastiest. Yo, Bart is disgusting. Okay, Bart will not only mess with a dead animal carcass and add it to some food. Bart plays with feces. Bart plays with urine. Bart is yo, my boy's nasty as hell. There were several times while I was reading this book that I sat there and I was like, this is the nastiest this is the nastiest person ever. This man is disgusting. But it didn't stop me from reading it. It didn't, because I was so thrown, because the title is 100% match. And I'm wondering, who the hell could be a 100% match to Bart? Bart? Bartholomew? Who is that nutty to match this man? You guys, my boy meets his match, and boy, oh boy, is Shorty hell on wheels. If you need a good pick me up read that has an ending that is unexpected and that you don't see, if you need a good laugh, if you need a good semi rom com psychological thriller mixed in together, you guys, this book did not disappoint. It will not be my last time reading a book by this author. This book was. This book was insane. I truly feel like it's one of those books where if I picked it up again 5 years from now, by then I probably wouldn't remember the exact storyline, but it would be enjoyable enough for me to read it again. If you guys have not already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I am coming with so many book reviews that are psychological thrillers, urban fictions, short stories, novellas. I've been trying to get back into poetry, y'all. I'm just not feeling it. Like, I hate that I've fallen out of love with poetry. Poetry was like one of my first loves when it came to writing and reading. And you guys, I don't have it in me anymore. I don't know what it is. Like, I guess I enjoy fiction more than I enjoy reading, poetry and people's poetic feelings about their heartbreaks and their, I don't know. Can someone recommend me a book that'll help me fall in love with poetry again? Because I've been struggling and I want to fall in love again with poetry. Come on now. Poetry is that stuff that makes you fall in love and catch feelings, and it doesn't take much for me to catch feelings, but golly, come on, you guys. I need some book recommendations. Like, help a girl out. I don't know. Speaking of books, this book here, okay? Remorseful. By the time you guys see this, my book done dropped. I am so hype, okay? Remorseful has dropped. Um, You Thought You Changed That Nigga has dropped. What else has dropped by the time you guys see this? Because by the time you guys see it, it'll be June. I'm currently in February 25th. My birthday's tomorrow, okay? By the time you guys see this, Obsessed with the Trauma Nurse will be here as well. I'm coming with book reviews back to back. I'm coming with my books as well. I have fallen in love with reading and writing again. This is my year to change my career and game with reading and writing. I have been speaking it into existence. I have fallen in love with it. I've started back offering my video book reviews. They're all of $10. Why are they not free? Because how do I say this kind? Okay, frick it. I'm not going to say it kindly. Some of these books are ass sometimes, okay? I love it when I find a book where I'm like, yes, this was a good read. But there are some books where I am really sitting here feeling like, oh my God, I am forcing myself to read this. I really need to DNF this. Let me go ahead and ask the author, do you have any other books for me to read? Because this probably wasn't my speed. Not only that, it takes time for me to sit here and, come up here and, record book reviews. My office isn't free that I'm paying for, so that's why, yes, my video book reviews where I'm sitting here reading a book and recording a book review and uploading my honest feedback and feelings and promoting that and then marketing that and then bringing more traffic and readers to you. Absolutely, it's $10. But this book was not sponsored or anything at all. I honestly really just found this book, like I said. But yeah, I want to network with more authors, more readers, everyone in the book community. I want to start networking with more musicians as well. Like musicians, I need some more audio and stuff for when I'm dropping my book reviews. I need some more, stuff I can play in the background. This book review has gone on a lot longer than I was anticipating. Okay. Again, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, follow up with me, and I will see you in the next book review. Bye.